truth.
You and I have never seen democracy. All we've seen is hypocrisy.
All we say to America is be true to what you said on paper.
You know what's right. Just do right. It will satisfy your soul.
Greetings and salutations. Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, wherever this may find you in the world or in the universe. Let me hop to it. So the reason why I am back on this evening to discuss this money thing yet again is because I've gotten some information about some more information. If you haven't checked out the other 3 videos, make sure you check them out. Yeah, check them out. So I'll put a post up, those that may know already, asking the question, where is the $10 million from 4 years ago? Which I come to find out that this money was allocated or awarded in 2019, which means that it was released before 4 years ago. And my question was, as it's been, where's the money at? Where's it going? And I've heard some wisdom in the conversation that this kind of work takes time. This kind of work. And I agree. I believe that proper development, proper processing, it all takes something called time to really have a plan or a strategy of execution, right? So I agree with that. I'm not knocking that. It takes time. My question is, this is just a real question, and I asked this recently. If Niagara Falls Main Street was truly a work in progress and truly had vision for it, where was the conversation? For the last several years that I've been present in the political spaces, the conversation has been Centennial Park. It has been a fight with NFR regarding property. It's been these elements. But let me simply walk through this journey today together and let us talk where the money allegedly is supposed to do and go. Just hope to give you guys some clarity. As I do what I do, I cry loud and I spare not. But in 2019, the state awarded the $10 million for the Downtown Revitalization Initiative Round 4. That was August 14th, 2019. It is something called the Bridge District. The funds are not for the tourist area near the falls, but from Main Street corridor, from the Niagara River Whirlpool Bridge east to 11th Street, including the area of Niagara Falls Public Library. This money is specifically for the Niagara Falls Main Street up to the library area and not for downtown. The state has a process that we must adhere to. This is the information that I got. I'm giving it to you, and then we'll chop it up in a minute. Where they first have to have competitive selections, meaning that we got to figure out what area, what location we getting ready to do this for, what properties. And watch this, strategic investment plan. The city of Niagara Falls must come up with a plan for Main Street. And they can spend up to $300,000 and creating a plan, a strategic investment plan for the development, transportation, and housing projects, right? This means that a committee has to be created. The state required a committee of municipal representatives, community leaders, and stakeholders to decide where the money would go. My question is, would that be the Urban Renewal Organization? Who's at the table to determine what properties? But it exists. There's a group of people who sit, so we're not going to dive into that too much. Then the state contracts, after the committee selects the projects, the New York State Department had to work with each project sponsor to create a legal contract and timeline. My question is, where is the timeline and what is the contract? Now, mind you. And then number 5 is they would the reimbursement model, meaning that whoever the investor is, they have to give that money back. Now let's talk about where the $10 million was allotted for these projects. These are projections. According to the official announcement in May of 2021, 5 years ago, the $10 million divided among the following specific projects. All right. These are the projects. Project Grant Fund was explicitly designed for small-scale building improvements and capital improvements, which includes facades. Additionally, the streetscape, the plan directly addresses the look of buildings and the sidewalks. We asked where the money was going. Streetscape enhancements allocation, $3,720,000. I might have said that wrong. Sidewalk improvement, streets, LED light poles. This is the visual change for Main Street. Now I have a question. I'm just throwing this out there. Main Street gets new lighting, but there was another lighting arrangement which really affected the entire city. Which one did we use? Did we use one or did we use both? I'm just asking valid questions. Then we have the Freedom Plaza and Overlook, the Plaza event space near the suspension bridge connecting to the Niagara Gorge Trail, $1.5 million. I'm giving you some numbers. Academic Innovation Hub, Niagara University space for workforce training, ESL, and small business development. You know what's crazy is I'm not even mad at the allegations, not the allocations, meaning where this money is allotted to. $700,000 for the banquet hall at 1810 12 Main Street renovation for 2 vacant buildings into a hotel and retail. Right. Small project grant fund, $620,000 grant for small businesses, minority businesses to improve their building facades. Question again. I'm just asking questions. What businesses are in our business district? We have the Niagara Falls Underground Railroad, right? That's there. We have the Amtrak station, that's there. We have some income-based housing, that's there. We have the pizza spot, that's there. The police station, that's there. Bond community health location, that's there. Burger King. And we have the laundromat. In that district space, my question is, did we apply for the grants? Did we get the grants? And I give credit. I seen Saladin make a statement that the money that was allotted to them, they did use to execute the murals and the pictures of those things. And let me just say this. I believe that the Niagara Falls business district really needs to be arts and culture in general, overall. So I'm grateful for the work to put in to give a better presentation, to inspire, to encourage those things. I am looking forward, as I was given in a text message, to see some shovels in the ground or some work being done regarding the project on Main Street and its expectation. So, but watch this. Then it says the public art murals got 615,000 murals on several properties. So we see that. The murals are there. They're on buildings all down Main Street. You may not like it, but what I will say is they did their portion. They did their part. 2025 Main Street mixed use renovation for a convenience store, retail, and upper apartment. So I think it was Poppy Spot on the corner of Cleveland. There's money allotted to bring that back to power and get it up. But what happens is The city has these projections of what needs to happen. What we are missing is the developers necessary to make this come alive. We have two people who are interested inside of the Rapids building, who are looking to contract that out, but we haven't made any solidified decisions. I'm about to get to the 10 million and the 5 million in a minute. So Public Plaza 200, let me back up here. Main Street retail office, first floor retail community space and modern office upstairs, $400,000, right? Renovation for convenience store, I said that already. DiCamello's bakery expansion, $250,000. Outdoor dining museum, space and equipment. I'm just these are what they've asked. These are the petitions that's been made for this money about the 10 million. This the 10 million. Hear me. Walk with me. Then we have $300,000 just for strategy planning, which is the reason, watch what I'm getting ready to say, the reason why there's been delay. Heard my brother Miles say, not Dante Darius, who's the construction, understanding the concept of time, that it takes time to strategize. It takes time to implement. It takes time to do. Now, let me get into that. Yes, it takes time. Does it take 6 years? But he also said he has an example where there's a project they're working on that they didn't get to start until now that was given to them like 4 years ago. So the timeline may be valid. But where's the plan? Now, maybe they're taking their time. Maybe they're taking their time for investment because they've already been robbed on multiple occasions, i.e., Blue Cardinal, a developer with promises, did not happen. So now money is spent getting back property that they gave. Not only that, during that time, a man came and took $1 million. Come to find out he owed people and contracts and stuff. Came in because the mayor liked him. I won't say bamboozled, took advantage of the room. And that didn't happen. So I asked the question, the 10 million that has this allotment for these projects, and then we have the 5 million, which is allocated for Rapids Theater and the Main Street, maybe just the Genesis building. This is what I found out. Because Blue Cardinal has decided to do their chicanery, they now have to pull on emergency funds to try to get these buildings in a condition to be sold to the developers. So the 10 million has these projects attached to it. They brought in somebody who didn't do well. Now they're in litigation to get those properties back. And now they ask for more money because they got to fix the roof on top of Rapids. These buildings have to be stabilized. The money for the transformation didn't include the stabilization. So $15 million. I'm just telling you, I'm just reporting. We got work to do. Somebody said to me, I'll read it directly, that we should expect yeah. Somebody just said to me, there's a lot of misinformation going out there being floated, and we need this to reach a point that maybe a developer will take a shot. We have the property on the north side, Main, that earned the bid. They currently are putting That's wrong. Financial grants, etc. All right. All right, I got you. In other words, there's the developers. There's developers. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Be free. Be free. Be free. Hope I hear that. So there are developers. That's what we're missing. We're missing developers. Now, here's my challenge with developing the developers portion. And I'll just be honest with you. If the developers, I'm just be honest, let's talk about it. If the developers aren't in a position or a place or willing to develop, is there an additional local? Because there's the painting and the murals, that was an external organization executing and benefiting from the allegation. What's been allotted, right? My question is, why wouldn't you allow locally to invest, or does that impede upon the projected responsibility? You get what I'm saying? These are just valid. These are just questions and these answers may be out there somewhere. They wasn't readily accessible to my knowledge. Maybe they could be. I won't tell you. Be like I've been searching and doing my job on this. No, I have some questions. I believe that everything happens for a reason. I was looking for one video and came across the $10 million video. I was looking for a different video and came across the pride of our streets and the pride of what we had accomplished, but I didn't see the consistency of that now. So when it comes down to this money that I've been yelling about and will continue to yell about, and somebody said, are you just complaining just to complain? No, I'm complaining because the same questions that you hear me asking, the community wants to know. And oops, they don't follow you in full. So I don't like I'll say it like this. I'm not a fan of Pharaoh, but I also understand that there's a process to way things work. I don't always agree with the process, but sometimes there's a higher work at place that you have to be in alignment in. All I'm telling you is, I'm not here to backtrack. I said what I said. Now, in the last video, I said some stuff at the end that was like, I meant every word that I said. Every word. Every word. But then my question also is, what minority businesses got the facades? Did you apply for them? And what was the red tape for that? I know my boy Mo got multiple grants, but did we apply? Can I ask you, and can I ask this question before I prepare to get out of here? Like, for the community in the 4th district, 6th district, do you feel welcome and do you feel like you are a part of what's happening in your city? Do you feel welcome? Do you feel a part of the development that is taking place in your city? I'll be honest with you. Where we at? No, and this is not so shade. This is not a black or white thing. This is have and have nots, as my brother Dante Miles would say consistently. And it's not my brother Marco Barksdale would say it's not this or that. It's this and that. What I'm saying is, we've been pushing this agenda for everything else. No, let us see Main Street. And this is what I talk about transparency. And I'm not saying that you have to always give every inch of detail, because in reality you can't. You won't please everybody, i.e. probably me. But where we at? Where we going? And when you say that you invite the community to the table and you don't invite the community to the table, that doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me to say, oh, I'm inviting the community to the table, but all I see is the upper. I don't see the lower. I see the I got it. I don't see those who want to figure out, how can I be involved? How can I be a part? How can I be engaged? And my question is, for the developers that's going to come, is this going to be another Blue Cardinal situation? Is this going to be another Rod Davis situation? Is this going to be another bad investment? Is this going to be what it needs to be? Because I think that if you truly manage and handle this affairs well, Matter of fact, I just felt the unction. Give me 1 second, please. Give me 1 second. 1 second. I'm looking something up. Give me 1 second. I'm looking something up. Give me 1 second. So I looked up recently. I just looked up the members of the Urban Renewal Agency, which includes our council members, which is Brian Archie, Vincent Cawley, Bridget Miles, Dave Zajac, James Perry. And then we have Mr. Michael Hopper and Mr. Michael Monaco. I know him. I know him pretty well. Well, fair enough, I guess. And we have Joe Maggie, Senior Account Executive, and Amy Fern. So I'm just trying to figure out who's on the council. And then the staff is acting executive director is Morgan, and then legal counsel is basically vacant. Recording secretary is Tyra Lynn. So I wanted to see who's at the meetings, who's at the conversations, because I want to make sure that our council. Go on my page. I shared Dante's post, and Joanne is claiming Dante is paid by NFR. All right, I'm about to go right now. You sent me. I'm about to go. I'm going to see it right now, Wendy. Going to see it right now. Going to see it right now. My goodness, today. Going to your page right now, Wendy. Forgive me, guys. I am literally going to Wendy's page right now. And Joanne, he lies for NFR. All the ARPA funds were accounted for and fit the criteria federal money has. Now you got it. Now accounted for, every cent accounted for. The mayor had public meetings with the audience of 70 people. Dante just wants to be the chaos guy who works for NFR. Liars and schemers never developed our city over 30 years. Now, this is what I'll say to that. Right? You ready for this? If you go to the county city meetings, you'll find out that the funds, ARPA funds, have been flipped, flammed, and flamboyed and put in different places for different things. ARP funds, the block grant funds, Greenway. You can go through the list, and there's been reallocated for all these ideas. So miss me with that, right? Part two is you're talking about a young man, he older than me probably, who has consistently, prior to sitting in the seat, been talking this talk. And because there's opposition on the line, because the dog, been dogged by the mayor, talked about by the mayor, but now he's NFR puppet. No, let me call a spade a spade. All right? NFR, yeah, y'all don't want, you short? Running down there. That whole 30 years of non-development, you talking? Right there with the mayor, Rustino. Present. Because NFR was funding the mayor's campaign. It wasn't until NFR came with an idea to do something. Now it's a problem. Oh, now it's a challenge. Now that I want to do something, now it's a problem. But as long as I was supporting you, we was good. Now I want to fund. And watch this. The same dilemma we got with Main Street now. Same dilemma you had back then. Now, if you're talking about Dante now, he out of this. He's a citizen. Now what? He's a citizen. Now what? As a council member, he pulled them documents out and he asked questions and he got foils and he did his due diligence. And now what? Yeah, I get it that y'all didn't like it. I get it. It was like, oh, it's opposition all the time. Well, somebody got to be. There's a time to work together, but if you're not transparent, you're not going to be real. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. You can go back into the minutes and the notes from council meetings and talk about the reallocation of stuff for something else. So miss me with that. And I said this before. NFR has to be accountable as well for this. Okay. They got to be accountable for their decisions. Valid. But here's that. Here is the, and it's vice versa. Let's use this project as well, right? What happens is, granted, did any developer go over there to talk to them? But now that they want to do, watch this. Now that NFR has projected to do something yet again. Oh, let me get here. I'm about to get here. NFR has projected to do something. Now it's opposition. Now it's $1 million in litigation. Now you want the land. My question is, do you really want the land that bad, or do you really want the project that bad? Because NFR was willing to give to the mayor a land to build the project. Y'all don't be careful. Be careful. Please hold. I'm on mute for a hot second. So when you want to run down that, and granted, 30 years, no development, granted, Centennial Park, data center debacle, there's millions of dollars of litigation behind the scenes. Your taxpayer money, your funds, let's talk about it, used to litigate some stuff. And NFR, let's talk about you. You brought the name up. You put me over here and you brought the name, was willing to give the mayor property. But this is what I said earlier, and I say it again. And NFR don't pay here. I tell you this, and I'll tell you this again. It was a conversation at a table. You was funding me, we cool. Now you want to do something. What? Now it's beef? Now it's legal war? It's giving the same person, because I don't like you. I sue you. Let me just call a spade. No one has received financial support for NFR, an organization from New York City that's directly tied to Howard Milstein, then the mayor Robert. That's and the people just be talking. And I don't mind being corrected. I don't mind. Send me a message, send me an inbox, but let's get into it. Listen, the city got property undeveloped beyond Main Street. Let's get to it. Listen, I wasn't there for the prime time, but I was there for D&K. I was there for the shoe store. I'm gonna run out of my space. I was there when it was a space called Chubbs, one of those. I wasn't there for no Fat Tuesday, but what I'm saying is, we want to pick and choose. And listen, I say this all the time. NFR has a responsibility for sure, but the mayor, who's been running this place for 5 years now, I believe, if my time is proper, has a responsibility. And even if there's a process under a plan for Main Street, guess what? You don't know about it. No, we've been talking Centennial Park. We were talking about $2 million to fix the waterway. Now, watch this. I say this all the time. There are organizations. There, valid Classic Beauty Supply. Absolutely. Recall them. Recall them. Matter of fact, let's go up the street. Sass is still there. She's been there for a while. What else am I missing? slip clothes. I went into the slip clothes joint one time. Recall that one time. Grocery store accessible. What you're saying, Frank? What I'm saying is that if you don't involve the community for real, like, and I'm not just um, when I say involve the community, I'm just not talking about the developers that's just going to develop, but to really call the leaders and call the people who got voices. Like, yo, this is what we're doing. This is what we're working on. Watch this. This is the opposition that we had. This is the challenge, and this is the delay that it yielded. Because when you are silent or you are acting angled and trying to be secretive and all in the corner, it don't look good. And I want to say this real quick, and I'm not knocking Buffalo. Buffalo, do you? But when you run to Buffalo to do more over there, these things just logically. I got somebody at a Buffalo meeting about Buffalo getting information about Niagara Falls. And Niagara Falls don't even know what's going on in Niagara Falls. We got people in position in places. What do they do for real? Now this is real. They get paid, they get a check, but I don't even see you. So let me not run down the list. Let me not run down the list like seriously. And I watched the video from 2025. And let me show you how the game is played via FOIL request. The mayor stated, I wish I can find the video quickly, matter of fact. No. No, I don't have it. I don't have it ready. But the mayor stated, if you submit a FOIL, they may or may not get to it right away. They may or not get to it in the time frame that you have it. Why? Because if the document is 200 pages, I then have to send it to my lawyer who has to deduct any unnecessary information, and that takes time. But while that takes time, we got other things that we're working on, and you get it when you get it. I digress. So you can submit a FOIL, and that could take a year, 2 years, 3 months, 6 months. You're not priority on the list. So for those who wanna come at Dante Miles, who has been doing what he's done for a very long time, this is the mayor's 7th year. The 7th year he's been okay. Now where my preachers at? 7 is the year of completion. Completed what? Where? What's up? What's up? You couldn't put a tree in the ground, you can landscape, nothing. All right. We'll see. We'll see, blood. We'll see. All I'm saying is that my part is to do exactly what I'm doing right here, right now, to talk about it. So if you have a problem with, as I heard Joseph say, my guy, Frank just complaining, no, these are real questions. And this is what we miss. And I granted that it's information out there, and if people really want to know, they can go look it up, they can go Google it, they can go find it. But what I come to find is we still country around here, so the words of the streets whisper. I'll say it again. The streets whisper. Like, for example, people don't even know about the whole battle with Centennial Park and the data center. They don't even know how it's about to infect their location, their living. Not even aware. But what they know is they can ride down their street and still see that it's bumpy, even after patchwork, even after the pothole killer is chilling on the boulevard. What? You working or not? No. I got photos. I got a video to prove. You chilling outside the Social Service Administration building? You feeling potholes or not? Because you was already, let me talk about it. You was already down Hyde Park last season. Those holes need to be refilled. The part where Hyde Park meets these side streets still needs some rocks thrown in them. And then we got DPW workers. Blood, I know y'all want to get y'all check. Y'all trying to move on. But they putting down tire and trash in the same sweep. Where they do that at? The groove work and the streets is still uneven. Drive down 11th. Drive down Main. Drive down Buffalo Avenue. Drive over Highland. These streets look like the back alleys. But when you say things like, 4 years ago, he said, I take pride in the streets. You can't be these ones because we're already in disarray. And what I'm saying is, and this is just me and let's not even think politics, not even think DPW put in work on those rough road signs by Delta. I'm the signs are there. And watch this. And let me just talk from a leadership perspective, right? Because at the end of the day, we're going to fall back on who's in charge. And right now for our city, it's the mayor, where his limitations and boundaries, that he has established leadership in these different departments, whether inherited, whether appointed. And then the workers execute a level of quality. And as a leader, when somebody come check me, I got to check the quality of the work isn't the best. Y'all, hey, I know y'all doing the patches. So I know you're trying to get them done, but can we make sure they smooth? We just got tarred potholes or grooves that's like this. I literally got pictures and videos. The street is like this. I got a video of a man literally putting dirt and trash over, and I'm not here to down the DPW workers. Listen, some people, we know what a 9-to-5 job yields. Some people work aggressive, some people work smooth, smart. Man, this enough. So, but what I'm seeing now is you got all these photo ops stating that they're doing this work and they're doing that. In reality, are they doing it? Yeah. Is it being presented the best? Maybe not. You drive and you tell me how you feel. Like I said, and I'm not in the back office. I don't know their strategy. I don't know what streets they're going after. But what I do know is I'm due for a wheel alignment. And I just got one. But listen, y'all. The money has a plan, allegedly. There's a process, there's timing. The hope is that we get some investors. We get some developers. My question is also, can we put a bid in? If I collaborate with a company, organization, and developers, can we put a bid in? Let me say this real quick. You may not like it, but too bad. There are some people who want to invest, but when they get here, they see the rigmarole, they see the stuff, and they are discouraged. And that's just real facts. It's not even a blame. They're discouraged. Character, integrity, how you move is essential. There's people in politics right now in higher offices that's like, yeah, I don't even rock with your mayor just because of the exchange. Like the mayor has no pride, respect, or motivation to bring a city back to what it seemed when we was kids. Valid. And you know what's really important is that's a good question. What is your vision for Niagara Falls in total? And then what does it take to get there? But listen, your vision, this is just leadership. Let's not even think politics, leadership. The vision should inspire individuals, not everybody, but it should inspire a people to want to collaborate, get together, and do a thing to make that thing come alive. I tore my whole front end suspension on these streets. No value. I got something knocking now. I just put 1,500 in all that. But what I'm saying is that when your leadership is solid, this is real, not perfect. I'm not saying you can always have somebody saying something, period. It's going to always be somebody. But can you inspire? Watch what I'm getting ready to say. The have and the have nots. Somebody just texted me. As you update, because it is the state, it is a long process, but you saw a flurry this winter, and then I suspect this summer. Call your local legislator and ask him for details. We'll do. But leadership should inspire you, motivate you to get to the to make a vision come to pass. And watch this. Even if you can't complete it in your term or in your frame, at least there is evidence that we are making progress. And I'm not saying that there's no evidence. I'm just saying that Frank ain't seen it. Let me just see if I can see a projection. Because let me tell you now, I'm a dreamer. I'm a dreamer. I'm a dreamer. And in a dream, this is what I saw. I saw Main Street, and I saw it. One of the spaces, which was the event space, I had seen an art studio in it. I saw it, art studio in there, and when you walked on the sidewalk, it was real Michael Jackson ish. It lit up, but the quality, the clientele, and the exchange is there. But let me help you real quick. Let me help you. Um, like you said, it's work. It's work. I'm not knocking that it ain't work. I'm not knocking that it don't take time. But talk to us about that project. No, like for real. Don't talk to me about Centennial Park. Don't talk to me about these other components of you trying to get big money for these things. Don't talk to me about what I walk through every day. Talk to me about the roads that I drive on every day. Talk to me about the sidewalks. Talk to me about the streets. Talk to me about the crime. Talk to me about opportunities. Talk to me about where I am and where we're going. No, inspire me. Don't be dogging the city council. Don't be talking your rhetoric and your opinions and your thoughts about the stuff that's what kind of, it's an update. Talk to me about what's happening with the money. Because if I was any other organization, the church out, y'all be like, what you using the money for? You asked us the money we gave. No, let us take time to see what's happening. But show us and talk to us. So I expect to see more. That's all I got for tonight. Y'all be attentive. Y'all pay attention. And listen, if you have the space, if you have the collaboration, in its current condition, who owns the land, where it's at, buy property, buy property, buy property. It might just be a lot. Buy it. The city don't want to maintain it no way. That was out of the mouth of the mayor in a council meeting. We don't give it to you. Tell us what you want to do with the property. We'll give it to you. If you don't do what you said, we're going to get it back. But if you, either way, we don't care because we don't have to maintain it. That's that kind of collaboration we're doing. And then don't let them lie to y'all. I'm about to leave. I got to go. Don't let these people lie to y'all. When I say lie, I'm not talking about just smoothing over stuff, but for real. Don't let them manipulate you. Don't let anybody take advantage of you. And let me just say this to you. You can go above and beyond the city. I know you're going to need them at some point, so be careful. Don't do what I'm doing because I'm crying loud. They're probably like, Frank, you ain't going to get nothing out of the city. And what? I'll move and still talk my talk. But what I'm saying is you want to make sure that you're buying property, make sure you're invested because things is going to happen here. I believe it. City Niagara, listen, I know people like, Frank, ain't nothing going to happen, nothing going to change. No, I believe that the city of Niagara Falls will turn. I believe that you need the right conversation, the right developers, the right strategy, the right plan. And they may be doing that. But you also need the right leadership. And my question is, do we have a leadership that is right for us? Do we have a leadership that is right for us? He's getting ready to run for office again. Are we satisfied with the leadership of our current mayor? That is a question that I'm not here to answer for you, that you're going to have to ask yourself. Are you satisfied with the current leadership? And if not, you have to vote somebody else in. My time is up. I got to go. Great things is happening. Listen, I want to say this before I get ready to get out of here, that the advertisers or the people that you see advertised on the station do not reflect the ideas and the thoughts of Fire 716 and Hanley Holding Studios. So if you come across the promoting videos, these sponsors or these people who are paid for commercial ads, they don't reflect my opinion. They assist in making sure that I can stay alive if I can say it like that. Listen, guys, my time has expired. I'm getting ready to get out of here. But listen, if you're looking for a spot to hang out and to rock out with, I encourage you to come pull up at High Park Cafe on Friday. They got karaoke night. We rock out. We have a good time. And we really have an amazing experience. Yeah. So make sure you guys check that out and look for more things to come, more things to come, more things to come, more things to come, more things to come. I'm looking for a video that I can play. There it is. All right, guys. You have a good night. Y'all be blessed. Until we meet again.
Waterfalls hard, might be cold when you step outside, but it's fire when you walk inside. Pull up, doors open at 7. Smells from the kitchen feel like heaven. Faces you ain't seen in a minute.
For a tow truck that's ready to make money, this Ford F-650 flatbed is built for serious work. Featuring a Jordan rollback system with smooth and easy-to-use hydraulic control, clean interior, comfortable cab, a design for long work days. Heavy-duty tires and a strong steel flatbed gives you the power to tow trucks, cars, and equipment with confidence. Whether you're starting a tow business or expanding your fleet, this truck is ready to go. Call now before it's gone. 716-310-0100.
The truth.
You and I have never seen democracy. All we've seen is hypocrisy.
All we say to America is be true to what you said on paper.
You know what's right. Just do right. It will satisfy your soul.